Today on the show, it's a wine and dine refined road trip to remember.
Oh my God. Dude, that is money. Oh, give me some.
Thank you.
Find out how some lucky viewer could be going on this adventure in a brand new Honda. Then, as if being a teenager isn't hard enough.
You have a perfect child, and and anything like that happens, it just breaks your heart.
The life-changing procedure helping a local kid stand out by fitting in. And from the Food Network to Four Wheels, meet the chef who beat Bobby Flay and now has customers beating a line to her door.
I don't feel guilty after eating this for lunch, so it's good. We keep coming back.
Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, one of my favorite things about the summer is packing up the family and hitting the highway on a road trip adventure.
And thanks to our sponsor, your Western Washington Honda dealers One Tank Trip Sweepstakes, all summer we're going to take you to amazing destinations, all reachable on one tank of gas if you're driving a fuel-efficient Honda. Today's adventure begins in Woodinville wine country. Willows Lodge is located on 5 manicured acres right in the heart of Woodinville's renowned wine country. So we jumped into a brand new Honda HR-V and hit the road. The HR-V is one of the cars that you can enter for a chance to win in the Honda One Tank Trip Sweepstakes. The HR-V is packed with convenience. Multiple cargo configurations and the spacious interior provide plenty of room for gear.
Oh, I love my Honda.
And the incredible gas mileage, 31 miles per gallon on the highway, make this the perfect car for exploring.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. Welcome in.
Good, thank you.
First stop, my room.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Every guest room at Willows Lodge has a stone fireplace and soaking tub. Man, I could stay here all day. It's the perfect place to relax and recharge. The spa offers massages, facials, and body treatments in a tranquil, cozy atmosphere. And the lush gardens feel like a sanctuary where you can just while away the day.
We feel we have the best of both worlds. You can stay in your room and not go anywhere, or you can check in here, go to the spa, and just go out and adventure. So we win both ways.
Before I head out to explore, time to grab a quick bite. At Willows, I don't have to travel far. The acclaimed Barking Frog restaurant is right out the front door.
If you're staying at Willows, what a place. Like 2 steps away and then you're eating fine food.
Oh yeah, we call it the highway to heaven, right across the street.
Executive Chef Bobby Moore is showing me his recipe for tomatillo avocado verde, a perfect dip or sauce for summer.
Oh, like that.
First, we char 5 tomatillos and a jalapeno on the grill. Then all that goodness goes into the Vita Prep, along with the juice from 2 limes and 2 avocados. It's blended until smooth and served under local halibut, but it's also great with chips.
All right, I gotta try this right here. You wanna try one?
Yeah, how is it?
Oh my God. Dude, that is money. Oh, give me some.
Thank you.
After a delicious meal, I'm heading down to Woodinville Whiskey Company to tour their distillery. It's within walking distance, but I prefer to ride in my HR-V.
The Woodinville Whiskey started in 2010, shortly after you could legally distill in Washington for the first time since Prohibition. Brett and Orlin, our 2 founders, are from Woodinville in the Bothell area, so they knew they wanted to support their hometown also.
If you prefer wine, there's no better place than Woodinville. Over 100 tasting rooms, many of them just steps away from Willows Lodge.
The Willows Lodge really elevates the whole community. To be able to go there, have a spa treatment, have a glass of wine by the fireplace, and then be able to spend your day in these amazing tasting rooms, it's really the ideal setting.
One of the newest to the area is Milbrandt Vineyards. Here you can sample numerous award-winning wines, including their 2018 Single Vineyard Series Cabernet. Just a stone's throw away, Gorman Winery's Hollywood Tasting Room. It's one of the coolest in town.
This used to be a gas station, the only gas station in this part of town. In 2012, we converted it into one of the hottest tasting rooms in Woodinville with probably the best patio.
Winemaker Chris Gorman is a self-proclaimed aging rocker, so his place is decked out. But the wine here is the real star of the show.
You also have a new rosé that's out, or tell me about that one.
We do. It's called 423956, and that is a reference to an AC/DC song.
Oh, nice. It's all about music here, isn't
So
it?
we love it. We love it. How do you not?
Congratulations
All
on
right,
your place.
thank you.
You guys are killing it here.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Don't forget to enter your Western Washington Honda dealers one-tank trip sweepstakes for your chance to win a 3-year lease on a 2018 Honda HR-V or a Civic, plus other weekly prizes. You can find all the details on our website.
Speaking of road trips, no matter what kind of vacation you are looking for, our state has something to offer. And that's probably why a new article on our website, 5 Destinations to Visit in Washington this summer, is blowing up.
From the beach to wine country, contributor Marissa Pedersen has put together a potpourri of in-state vacation destinations for you and your family to enjoy. To see the list, log on to SeattleRefined.com.
An iconic U-District restaurant is getting a new name and a new lease on life.
The Alcove Dining Room is set to open August 2nd. The restaurant is a rebirth of the long-running Brazilian restaurant Tempero do Brasil, which called the building home for nearly 2 decades. Alcove Dining Room is taking reservations right now.
No reservations necessary at a red-hot Seattle food truck boasting fine dining on wheels and a chef who outdueled one of the Food Network's most popular stars. He finds Brandon Bernstead paid a visit to Kukri.
96.
Arthi Sampat has serious culinary pedigree. She was the chef de cuisine at a Michelin-starred restaurant in New York. She dominated multiple Food Network cooking competitions, winning Chopped and besting legendary chef Bobby Flay in a biryani battle on Beat Bobby Flay. Now, she runs a food truck.
Food in the fine dining world is very expensive, and the ingredients are, of course, of best quality. And then for the customer, it's even more expensive because we're adding in like the tablecloth, the wine, the service, etc. So I still wanted to cook the same way, very high quality ingredients, provide a very nourishing meal, but on the other hand, like strip away the other things.
Sampat and her business partner, Shilpi Gupta, are the co-founders of Kukri. Gupta left Amazon to get into the food world. Sampat's world is food, and she knew Seattle was the place she could really make her mark.
So when I first came to Seattle and I visited a couple of farmers markets, I just loved it. The produce is like of supreme quality, the quality of meats, and I saw that the market was growing exponentially.
Kukri stands out from the crowd because they serve up something you don't typically find on a food truck: grain bowls. The goal? Provide folks with a fresh, healthy lunch option.
As chefs, we always tend to cook with more fats, more starch, just make it delicious without thinking what actually goes into the dish. So it was a very conscious effort, and to bring about a change in my own lifestyle, I thought I should take the plunge into doing healthier food.
The dishes may be packed with nutrients, but they're also packed with flavor. Think Asian hanger steak, soy marinated steak with cherry kimchi dressing and miso cauliflower, or summer chicken, coriander chicken with lemon harissa and marinated peaches. Each bowl is personal to Sampat, a snapshot from her culinary journey, and people are eating it up.
For me to find something that's healthy and flavorful is difficult, so I was glad the last time I came and checked this out, it was, there was vegetables, it was fresh, it was flavorful.
I don't feel guilty after eating this for lunch, so it's good. We keep coming back. This is our Monday go-to truck.
And we can't believe the response has been so good.
So good it's got Sampat and Gupta thinking about what's next. They view the truck as a test kitchen for a future Kukri brick-and-mortar restaurant, hopefully several of them. Their vision, fine casual, delicious food in an unfussy atmosphere.
You want to walk in, have a great meal, and then walk out in whatever you want to wear, and it's not like burning your pocket.
For now, though, to enjoy the flavors of Kukri, you'll have to seek out the truck. It's worth the trip.
Oh yeah, you've got to check this place out. For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.
Do you have a favorite food truck we need to check out? Drop us a line at hello@SeattleRefined.com and let us know. Seattle Refined is just getting started. Canines ready for the catwalk.
Do you think your dogs are ready for this kind of fame?
I think they are.
Find out why these deluxe dogs are getting their moment in the supermodel spotlight. But first, they're tops in hops.
So yeah, break that open, that's when you really get the...
That's the strong IPA right there.
We'll show you the sudsy science that makes your favorite beer so delicious when we come back.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Gerd Swanson. It's no secret that Washington is a beer lover's paradise. In fact, only California can say it has more breweries than Washington. And as Washington Grown's Tomas Guzman discovered, the ingredient that makes those beers pop is hops.
We all have our favorite type of beer, and for many of us, our favorite flavor comes down to the hops in the blend. The Yakima Valley is home to one of the most fertile and productive hop growing regions in the world. Jason Peralt is the CEO for Peralt Farms near Toppenish, and he says there's more to hops than bitterness.
They're going to give a very distinct quality. Every variety is different. You know, the name Mosaic came from the fact that we had a hard time describing specifically what the aromas were, because we were getting aromas of mango, tangerine, but also bubblegum, blueberries, and so on. And so it's really complex.
I've never seen a bubblegum ale, so I hope I don't see that one though.
But getting those specific aromas takes years of crossbreeding different hops. In fact, it can take about a dozen years to get a new hop variety released for commercial production. Jason's team and their marketplace partners will test and compare the new varieties, searching for what will make the next best brew.
As a breeder, what I'll do is I'll take and come and break those cones open. You can see inside there, there's that yellow...
it's like a pollen almost?
It almost looks like pollen, but that's what's called lupulin.
Lupulin, okay.
Lupulin, those are glands, the oils and resins that we're interested in for brewing. So if you take one of those cones and you smash those glands up, because what you're doing is you're releasing those oils.
Right.
And many of those oils are very volatile, and so you get that volatility. So
yeah,
when you break that open, that's when you really get the...
That's the strong IPA right there.
Yeah.
Hop breeding is long and expensive research, but there's always a refreshing end in sight.
We realized a few years ago that when you're dealing with thousands of potential new varieties or these selections, we can't have all of them tested in a commercial brew house. So we actually started home brewing, just stovetop home brewing, and realized the value in that we were able to get an idea of the impact of those hops early on. These three were selected for their aromatics.
Okay.
So the way we do this is we brew with the exact same recipe. Okay. All we do is change the hopping bill. We'll start with this one.
Okay. I'm ready for some sensory analysis right here, I'm gonna tell you.
So typically what I'll do is I'll first let it swirl around, get a good feel for the nose. So you'll pick up probably some...
There's a little bit of a fruitiness to this.
Mm-hmm. A lot of citrus, kind of almost a little lemon lime with and then some stone fruit as well.
Yeah.
Maybe and just a hint of woody character, almost like what you get from oak aging.
Right.
And that's all from the hop.
Well, this is great, Jason. I mean, thank you so much for showing us around, and keep doing what you're doing because people like myself are loving it.
All right.
Thank you very much, man.
Look for more stories like that one from our friends at Washington Grown every week right here on Refined. Still to come, don't say woof, say cheese. We meet a canine cover couple, plus the tattoo that turned a teenager's life around.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gerd Swanson. Growing up, every kid has a moment when they feel like an outsider, when they wish they were taller or thinner or more athletic. But we met one local teen who'd spent years hiding a problem he could do nothing about until a revolutionary procedure saved the day.
No one really bothered me about it anymore. They all think it's real. They don't tell the difference.
This is 14-year-old Caden. He has suffered from alopecia since he was 6 years old, a medical condition resulting in the loss of hair on his head and his eyebrows.
Well, he went to get a haircut one day, and I happened to notice a little tiny, bald spot. And I was like, did she mess up? Did she get distracted while she was using the clippers? And looked at it again, and then I kind of kept an eye on it for a couple days, and it went from the size of a dime to the size of a small pancake. So we took him to the doctor, and then sure enough, they said it was alopecia. And he was 6 at the time. So they gave him some steroid shots, and that worked. It actually all grew back. and it lasted for a couple of years, and then he kind of went through a growth spurt and lost all of it again.
That's when things really got tough.
It was devastating.
Yeah, sad, devastating. I mean, you have a perfect child, and anything like that happens, it just breaks your heart, and how's it going to deal? How's this going to affect the rest of his life?
It sucks because I always get asked, like, why do you always wear that hat? Do you have cancer? And all that stuff. So it didn't make me feel too good,
So everybody's always asking you questions and staring and stuff. So that's when we went just like, okay, just, he started wearing hats to school and camouflaging it. And he started playing football when he was in first grade, and that was when he was starting to recover from the first round. And he's always said, he goes, Mom, I love playing football because nobody can see I have alopecia. Everybody has a helmet on. I'm not any different than anyone else.
While Caden turned to football, his parents began their search for a solution, which led them to Pam Neighbors and scalp micropigmentation. Caden started a series of treatments in January.
I think about 4 times. And so the eyebrow was like pretty easy, but once it got here and stuff, it hurt a bit, but not too bad. It lasted about 4 hours.
It's a micro tattoo process that actually replicates a hair follicle. And it doesn't replicate a long hair, it replicates that little stubble, and it gives the illusion of a full head of hair.
And just a couple of months later, he was ready to show off his new look.
And the day I dropped him off at school, he was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. We're in the car, and I'm like, you're okay, fist pump, you got this. And then, an hour later, I'm like, how's it going on text message, and he was like, great, everybody loves it.
I'm like a lot more comfortable around just people and not have to worry about people taking off my hat anymore or asking all the questions. So I like it. It's definitely a cool style and stuff, and a lot of people have it, so I'm not looking out of place or anything like that.
To learn more about Caden's story and micropigmentation, check out our website. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. If you have a pet that you love, tell them to say cheese, because today is National All-American Pet Photo Day. And as Refined's John Prentice discovered, your pet doesn't need to be a supermodel to be a superstar.
This is Missy, and this is Max.
Do you think your dogs are ready for this kind of fame?
I think they are. I think they are.
Missy and Max are ready for their close-up to be featured on the cover of City Dog magazine. Julie Austin is the photographer of the stars with 4 paws and says these pooches are looking good today.
The secret to posing pets is finding out what motivates them. Treats for dogs or toys for cats. I've been photographing for about 12 years now, professionally. The absolute best job in the world, hands down.
Brandy Aldrin is the founder of City Dog magazine.
We launched in 2005, so we've been in Seattle area for 12 years, actually.
She says she created City Dog as a way for dog lovers to learn about and share all the great things to do with their pets in the Pacific Northwest. And she's happy to have Max and Missy on the cover.
Every cover and every dog has its own unique personality. I don't really have a favorite because they're all fantastic.
Yeah, she does.
Well, my dog, of course.
And these canines aren't working it for free. They're raising money for a good cause.
I went to Texas and Tails, which is the auction for Seattle Humane, and we bid on the cover for my dogs. Seattle Humane, for one, I'm on the board. This is the only way for these dogs to get a home, and cats, and it's a no-kill shelter, and they're there as long until they can find their forever home. Come here, Missy. Come up here.
How much do you love your dogs?
As much as my daughter.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Missy and Max graced last September's issue of City Dog magazine. Now, in honor of All-American Pet Photo Day, we want to see a snapshot of your 4-legged superstar. Send us a photo at hello@seattlerefined.com.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time right back here on Seattle Refined.